Ask me. CJ's not a blood. You up with the new E song? I haven't even heard it. One momento por favor. I can't believe I just did that to myself. Hold on. Okay. All right. So let's get a few things out of the way. We can talk. We can talk as friends, right? We're buddies. Let's talk. Is it gonna full hail Philly? As long as I get the nerve grafting stuff, I think they're gonna take it from another piece of my leg. As long as they get the nerve grafting stuff done, I'm fine. Like realistically, I went to the hospital. I'm gonna be a okay. You guys have at least gotten the first part of the surgery goal good. That's really cool. So I'm debating on car surgery. I'm guessing surgery first so I can actually move around and stuff and be active and healthy. So that's the first step. I still need to move and recompensate the fact that I lost my car and such. So let's start from the beginning. To everybody messaging me and asking about my mental state, I've been through evil stuff my whole life. This is basically the neutral state of how I operate. I don't like going through this stuff, but I'm not going to get worse ADHD because I don't have ADHD. I don't know why people keep thinking I have ADHD. Don't know where that came from. I'm nothing. It's not gonna get significantly dicier for me because of specific stuff. I'm okay for the most part. I'm just kind of confined to my house at the current moment, so that's the entire thing here. I have seen backgrounds. Heart recap, please. I got attacked by a bunch of YNs. They burnt my foot with some oil of some sort. My car got stolen and all of the parts got stripped from it. I started a GoFundMe because of that. That's the recap of what happened. Boom. Anyways, so for being a crip, he did do that. So another thing that people are saying is that you should take a break from the internet. No, this is my job. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because this is my job to be on the internet. So don't want to do that. Doesn't seem conducive to the brand to do that at all. What would be funny? Take a break from the internet. Thank you for donating 1,000 bits. Appreciate you, appreciate you. That's fair bits. Appreciate it. So I just want to point that out. Also, I love YouTube. I love making videos. It's my favorite thing to do. I do get a lot of flack, people saying that I'm scamming people or something of that variety. I'm just crowdfunding. I'm even telling people they don't have to donate. Like you do not have to donate. You don't. I just want to point that out. Like I don't. I feel as though people don't know what a scam is. If they're doing better, I'm doing better. My foot is healing, is going kind of smooth. So I put an ointment on my foot about once a day, right? I put an ointment on my foot about once a day, and then I just keep it in my compression sock and wrapped the rest of the day. So I can here watch, look, observe, right? So you see me right, see me standing. Oh, thanks for the bits. You see me standing right here, right? Now you probably can't see it, but I'm shaking. I'm shaking. So if I put it on my left thing, I'm cooked a little bit. But on my right, I'm kind of okay. So I can stand. That's cool. It's not like I can't stand, right? I can still move around my house, right? It's just a lot of pain. I can still stand, so that's awesome. Compression socks help. The ointment's helping get the scarification down. So pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing fine that way. So I can stand, which is great. That's awesome. I think the combo of bad things happening over. Oh, sorry, I should probably get the other chat up. By the way, the other chat's not up. One moment. The combination of all the things happening at once is really what's getting me here. One moment. Hey, so it's really what's killing me. So I can move around, which is awesome. That's super cool. Very happy about that. So that's always great. I'm over the moon for that. But in terms of like the amount of paying, the bits to cash ratio, that's $13. But Twitch takes like a 10% cut, so I'm probably getting $10 in total from what you just sent me. So I'm not people I've seen people say drastic things like I'm dying and stuff. I'm not dying. I'm in just severe pain from burns. I'm a little scared to go outside. Yeah, I'm horrified to go outside. I'm scared as shit. Like in terms of me going outside, do you have a gun? That's a great question. I'm happy. That's another question I could probably answer. Actually, toss me a bunch of questions so I can answer that. Thank you for following me, Skylord. I appreciate that. Toss me a bunch of questions so I can answer them. So I'm gonna point this out. Right, this is actually really cool. I can't own a gun or ammunition because I've been to the psych ward and am I'm like I was a convicted felon, so I can't really do that. Where are you going since you're leaving Detroit? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I have not decided that yet. I just know I need to get out of here, but I'm not leaving my house that much. My wife and I are going out to eat tonight. I'm mentally preparing for that. So I'm mentally preparing for that. Since you won't take pain meds, okay, so I take pain meds. Let's jot that down. I took the pain meds. State says you're too depressed for a gun. Did you commit a crime of being too cool? No, I stole copper from houses. I, I stole copper from houses. I don't know about being too cool. Thank you for the gift, by the way. I stole copper from houses. Thank you for the chili. That I don't know about being too cool. It's more so taking copper from houses. That was what did you do to become a felon? I just explained. My dad's a felon. Told him to stay in the house until he passes, so he can so far in case anything happens. You feel for real? I was taking copper and I was having shootouts. I was having shootouts. Um, what else was I doing? I was selling illicit substances that I can't talk about on stream. I was a crip. I want to point this out. I was a crip. I just want to point that I was a crip. Not just ibuprofen. Yeah, they gave me some opiates. What they give me? Let me check let me go to my chart and see what they gave me. Hold on. Let me see. What did they give me? Hold on. Let me log into my chart. How you left being a crip? I got jumped out is what happened. It hurt like crazy. Let me see here. Mm. Hydrocodone. Um, hydromorphone is what I have. That's what I got. That's what I got. So, what just happened? Oh, man, I gotta explain this again. I got my car stolen. It was stripped of all of its parts. It was completely destroyed and decimated. It got stolen from the front of my car. After that, because I didn't have a car, I was walking and I got attacked by a bunch of YNs. There goes the thing. They messed up my foot. I posted an update on my YouTube. Went to my local private Sunday. Had a good time myself. Happy you had a good time. Happy you had a good time. Happy you had a good time. So that's pretty good. How people have that type of hair. The hair I have on my head. You don't understand how people have that kind of hair. Let's see your strategy. I'm sorry what you've been through. It's okay. Perks are lovely. Okay. Shame you can't be yourself around people praying for your brother. I'm not. Why were you attacked? I think if I listen to what they were saying to me while I was attacked, it's how do I describe this? Uh, Fruit Boy. I got called Fruit Boy, and I was hit in the head essentially. So that's what's going on. I'm out here for 5 years. Hey, welcome to 5 years of being a mod. What's up, Scary Foot? What's up, my goat? What's up, Flaky? What's up, my goat? Did you report the incident to the police? I will. Oh my gosh, I should talk about this. Technically yes, technically no. Um, I talked to them about the event. They went to the house with me. They did absolutely nothing, and whole bunch of nonsense of garbage happened. It's I'm very angry about what happened because a police report means nothing. I want to point this out. A police report means nothing, right? A police report is worthless. Genuinely worthless. I'm discovering that the police can only do things if they have eyewitnesses or if they have uh they would have to have eyewitnesses or they would have to have cameras. So police can't do pretty much anything. Learning about the DPD and how useless the DPD is always jarring to me. They can basically do zero things. So it's very, very interesting. You're calm, then you're lying. Yeah, yeah, you're in Detroit? Yeah, I'm in Detroit. Yeah, in the neighborhood in my neighborhood there in Pride 2. Fortunately, I wasn't part of that town. Can't have shit Detroit. I love that statement because truly you can't. It's kind of depressing that it's a true statement, but it's also really depressing that all the things that are bad that are happening in Detroit are just natural stuff. And I discovered something really cool. So, you know the fire bomber that's in my area, right? You know the fire bomber that's in my area? So that's kind of like a local thing that the police don't really care or know that much about, but people in my neighborhood know about the fire bomber. Just want to point it out. Evidence a crime has been committed at the very least worth investigating. My car, you know what's crazy? It's so cool you say that. It's so cool you think the police give a fuck about me. It's so cool. It's so cool. So here goes the fun part. I'm going to show you something cool, and this should answer your question very accurately. Right? Hold up a second. Give me one moment. So let's talk about this. Let's have a conversation about how the Detroit Police Department works as a functional unit. Right? This is gonna be so cool. We're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn things today. Who wants to learn? Who wants to learn? I like learning. Learning is so cool. So let's learn something, fellows. One moment. So this is my car. Thank you for 200 jewels. I appreciate that. This is my car. Let's look at my car, right? Now, let's go through my car. Now, there's a video playing right now, which is my car. And if you want to hear, if you want to see if it's actually me or not, engine's still in there, but it doesn't start because there's no battery. They took all the gas out, took the front hood off. That sounds like my voice, right? It is my voice. Anyways, continuing forward. So you would say this is evidence that a crime has been committed. I would assume that this is evidence that a crime has been committed, right? I just would assume that this itself is evidence that a crime has been committed. Yes. So this to me would be substantial evidence that my car was ransacked and stolen. What did the DPD do about this? Hello, Kimberly. Nothing. So my foot is worthless because what are they going to do with my foot? Prove that I got attacked? Oh, it's proof you got attacked. Cool. Outstanding. It's proof I got hurt. Oh, no, it's proof. All right, thank you very much, Noxus Warrior. So it's proof that something happened. Something happened, right? So, I mean, cool. Yeah, we feel better. I appreciate that. That's someone saying to me. Is it? It's insane. How? Are you, Sydney? I must ask this question. It does hurt less today. And this is just, I just gotta ask you a question, right? Can I ask you a question? Are you white? Could the crimes be connected? Not even a little bit. Nope. They're not connected at all, actually. I can actually 100% confirm the crimes aren't connected at all. I can 100% confirm the crimes are not connected in any capacity. Because I've been looking at crimes in Detroit all day. Thank you for following. I appreciate that, Kenro Tempest. I can confirm that these are not connected crimes. I'd rather be a Viltrumite because I would heal faster. I mean, it seems like something they should investigate. Yes, I am, but to be honest, the cops in Canada are about as worthless. See, you understand. So, to be fair, right? To be fair, I can see Windsor from my window. By the way, well, hello, Canada. It's just they're cops. Unless a crime is happening right in front of their face, they're pretty much worthless. I just joined. Ah man, I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play this video of my car. I'm just gonna play this video of my car. Did something really bad happen to you? I'm sorry. Did something really bad happen? Yeah, something really bad did. Something really bad did happen. My foot is scorched. did so? Did something? I'm not laughing at you. It's just like the level of bad that has happened to me is kind of funny. And you're asking, did something bad happen? It's kind of funny. Oh, watch a car on the drive to get around traffic. I saw Washco wash a car drive on the shoulder to get around traffic. They didn't take your smile. Nothing's gonna stop me from making joy. Yeah, they boiled ourselves like a chicharron. Yeah, they boiled me like pig skin. The pork rinds. Yeah, chicharron, the pork rinds. Yeah. Oh, skiing squish was apparently definitely not something bad. This, whatever. I got routed to the session, even with the video cops. Nothing. It did. The video needs nothing. Before you end the stream, I think I can walk a bit more. I shake a little bit. Nah, dude, but I'm seeing your post and I'm like, I hope this is okay. It's okay. Hey, currently on 3 watch streak. Cool, cool, cool. They didn't take your life. True, they didn't take my life. What are they pouring your foot? So I'm guessing it was oil. It came from a pan. So oil. So I'm guessing it came from a pan, so I'm guessing oil. Get brother shoot in the car, so that's a plus. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. The car disassembled itself. This was obviously a transformer. We have to investigate Optimus Prime. What did Optimus do? What did Optimus do? What did Optimus do? We have to ask that question. We're gonna die at least trail cameras out to catch you during doing donuts, but these folks will generally see your foot being scorched and assume it's just the wind. So we gotta think about this, right? The cops suggested this is also about my car real fast. This is also important. They said, did you have a dash cam camera? I said no. And they said, you should have really got a dash cam camera. I'm like, they asked me if I had a camera on the dash. I said my whole car got stolen. Yeah, they would have stole the dash cam too. I don't understand what that would have done. Yeah, what that? Thank you. I'm happy you understand. Okay, you grasp it, right? You understand what I'm saying? You really grasp it? This is my car. Yes, this is my car. So you're understanding what I'm saying, right? You're understanding what I'm saying with that situation now. So I mean this with my whole chest. I mean this with my whole chest. Do you have a lawyer? Brother, I have a question for you, and I mean this with my whole chest. Who would I sue? Who am I suing? Who am I suing? Who? I just want to know who I'm suing. Point me. I would love to sue somebody. Point me in a direction. Point me in a direction. And I hate to sound so sarcastic right now. I'm obviously making jokes, and this is not a specific attack at you. I want to point that out. I just want to sue the thieves. Sue the thieves. Sue the thieves. You're right. How could I be so vain? Yeah, the stuff happening at the press, that was crazy. That's nuts to me. Like, some guy said to me, he said, "Hey man, I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this, right?" Fizzled soda. I want to hold up a second. I want to talk about Fizzled soda's comment. Get an investigation. Try and see if the police can help. I just saw you got hurt. People that was his. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Get an investigation started. Try to see if police can help identify possible via CCTV from wherever it happened. Do you live in the hood? I really gotta ask this, right? I'm discovering that a lot more people are. I'm discovering that a lot of my audience is wealthier than me. I discovered that I'm just broke. I'm discovering, this is crazy, right? This is gonna sound great. I'm discovering by my audience that I'm broke. I'm really discovered that I'm broke. I really grasped that I'm broke. I am so broke compared to you people. I've discovered that I am the broke. Iraq, obviously. I grasp that I'm so broke. What liquid? It was probably some kind of oil. I'm so because you guys are saying things I've never heard of. There's cameras and CCTVs. Nigga, I live in the hood. We don't have that. We don't have that here. We don't have any cameras. What are you saying to me? I've never heard of these things. They can track using infrared cameras that we don't have. We don't have cameras. We don't have cameras, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have cameras. I'm tweaking, take deep breaths. You're right. That better? I'm happy you're enjoying that. We just don't have cameras. I hate to say. You know what's crazy? I want to show you. You know what I have? You know what I have in my house? I'm gonna walk over. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna walk over and show you something. Give me a second. Hold on. I have a traffic light. This is an actual traffic light. How am I not in jail for having a traffic light? I have a traffic light. So I ask you this question. The city of Detroit doesn't care what you do. Oh, I have a traffic light. I have a traffic light. Yo, video how to set up the YouTube Switch chat. Download Social Stream Ninja. I tell you this. I tell you this with my whole chest. I tell you this with my whole chest. Detroit doesn't care what you do. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That traffic light should have had a dash cam. I, I have 5 stop signs. I have 17 street signs. I have 4 no cross pedestrian signs. I have 15 traffic cones in my basement. Right? Do you think if the police came in here and they'd be like, hmm. Yeah, this belongs to the city. You can't have that. You can't have that. I'd take the ducks from the park if I could. You know how much stuff I have? This video, J Slot, did they at least put seasoning on the foot? Did it go for Raising Canes? Thanks for that. They should have gone back to bring the police location where it was still. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. This is it killed. I am baffled. Take the titles off the sidewalk. I take street signs all the time. May have too many traffic cones. You must say you say that to me. But when a friend needs to practice parallel parking and I have those traffic cones, they need that. It kills me, bro. It kills me. We can just do whatever we want. Thank you for the jewels. I can just do whatever I want in this worthless little city. You can buy traffic cones at loans. That's your excuse. That's it. So you allegedly take stuff all the time. Rephrase, you allegedly take stuff. I allegedly have a bunch of stuff in my household. I allegedly have a cavalcade of things in my household. Allegedly. Thank you for the 6767. Wow. Thank you so much. But the sign you conduct in traffic, I might have to. Another's to you. Is that worth it? Yeah, you can do what you want, but so can others. Is that worth it? I don't want to live here. Damn, bro. Can you teach me how to park? Probably. I was like that. Folded them in the armor. You understand. You understand. I'll tell you this with my whole chest, mind, body, and spirit. You can. It's like, you know that place. Thank you for the 10 jewels. You know, like that place in Pinocchio, where they could do whatever they want on that island in Pinocchio, right? You know what I'm talking about? That place in Pinocchio, where you could do whatever you want on the island in Pinocchio, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate the $6 Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Do I gotta cut it down and let it regrow? Any tips for a black dude who wants a massive afro? I will tell you this: if you're not massaging your, I want to point this out for people asking me about hygiene tips and why I grow my hair out so much. If you are not washing your hair like twice a week, sorry, no, not twice a week, once every 2 weeks. If you're not getting protective styles, if you're not putting a satin wrap on your head when you go to sleep, if you are not eating correctly, and I mean like not skipping meals, you gotta do a lot. You gotta eat specific foods. You gotta care about. I'm confiscating that $6. You're not getting a damn thing. So Baltimore, imagine it's similar. Baltimore's pretty bad. One less reason to ever visit. Didn't see multiple career fast where I live at, and I'm in Union State. Both of us living areas we can't leave. We can't leave. Goddamn, I'm getting out of here. That shirt is nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This shirt is, my friend Laurel made this shirt. She's an artist. She's really good. Flint. Flint is worse than here. I'm sorry. That's like saying move to Battle Creek. That's like, man, move to Battle Creek, man. Move to Battle Creek. Flint? Move to Hell, Michigan. Move to Salem. Are you insane? What? Oh my God. Flint fixed a lot of his water issues nowadays. You don't live here? You acting like I don't know Flint. You acting like it's not that bad. Brother, you have the square footage of your place has somehow more abandoned houses than Detroit. I don't even know how that's possible. It's not that bad. Flint's not that bad. You're insane. That's what the GoFundMe is for. That the GoFundMe that is linked in the pinned comment is for moving funds. It's for my foot, the car, and moving funds. I put it all as one thing collectively. That's the shit versus poop. Flint versus Detroit. Is Flint versus who? Is Flint in Michigan? Yeah. I think Jaden Smith has some initiative to get it all situated or something. It's crazy. Probably not that bad because everyone abandoned it. It is bad. It is bad. Dude, I promise you. I used to sell 8 balls. I used to sell 8 balls in Flint, dude. And I've never sold more 8 balls than when in Flint, Michigan. I'll mean this on my whole chest. I have never sold more 8 balls than when in Flint, Michigan. I was selling them at like 400 a pop, and they're usually 300. That's how bad it is in Flint. If I could do an upcharge of $100 and people still buy it, that's insane. That's crazy. Are you crazy? That's nuts. Um, Booger Sugar. In GTA, Twitch, in GTA, it's all in Grand Theft Auto. This is all in Grand Theft Auto. This is all in Grand Theft Auto. Gary, Indiana, you're insane. Where Michael Jackson was born, you're nuts. Someone suggested Chicago, and like Chicago's accepting. Chicago's evil. Can we get a screen for the fans? Ew, ew, ew. 39% of the GoFundMe. We're at 39%. That's so good. 39% is amazing. I haven't checked the GoFundMe. I every time I start a GoFundMe, I get anxious because I'm like, let's see if they donate. We'll see. I don't get updates on my phone with the GoFundMe either. So usually people have to tell me when it's over. That's usually what goes on there. Usually people will just say, "It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over." Detroit or Regina, you're just saying words. Hey, bro, just come to Wisconsin. You are just saying every word to me. Come to the south suburbs of Chicago. We aren't that bad. Come to the south suburbs of. I like how everybody, and this is what kills me, right? And I'm gonna say, come to Brazil. I want to say this right now. I don't know much Spanish, so Brazil might not be the best move. I want to point this out. One time, when I was struggling, this is before I was even famous. I was struggling, and I moved in with somebody for 4 days. It was a girl. It was a girl and her boyfriend. Tell me why the girl was fiending for me the whole time, right? And I'm like, what about your boyfriend? And I want to point this out. I'm homeless. I was homeless at the time. I was homeless. So, okay, and this is my two options. Let the girl do her advances or get kicked out. Oh, let the girl do her advances, have the guy get mad and kicked out. Tell the girl about the advances to the guy, have the guy blame me, and then I get kicked out. It's really just nothing. It wasn't even a polycule. It wasn't even a polycule. Hello, Lawlet. I'm a break it down. I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna break it down for you. Let me break it down for you real fast. Let me break it down for you. Right? I'm gonna explain the whole situation. Explain the whole situation for you. So I was homeless, minding my black business, when I got a fun little Facebook DM and Messenger, and they said, "Oh, I've always wanted to help you out. Do you need somewhere to stay?" And I said, "Oh, I'd love a place to stay," because I was on the street eating garbage, living like Oscar the Grouch, having the worst time of my life. So I'll go to this very lovely 4'10" woman and her very tall 6'2" boyfriend, and I stay in their basement, and it's beautiful for the first day. Get all my stuff there, which is basically a toothbrush and some underwear. I basically have nothing because I'm homeless. I don't have anything. So, first day's fantastic. I'm moving, cruising. I'm cleaning up after them. I'm making sure that I clean off the pee off the toilet seat because the guy doesn't have any aim despite having a receptacle that allows him to aim. Everything's good for me. Everything's fantastic. After this fun little moment, this fun little brouhaha, after this moment, you know what happens next? You're not going to believe this, but you may believe this. Second day, nighttime. Nighttime, second day, she comes down the basement and says, "Do you want something?" I said, "I've eaten today. I'm good. I don't eat that much. Don't worry, I'm skinny." I was about 110 pounds back in the day. She said, "No, do you need anything from me?" I said, "Nah, you good." And she said, "Are you sure?" And then, boom, saw them yams. I was like, "Yoly goly, donut shop." I said, no, I don't think you should be doing that. She closed the door and says, are you sure? She grabs my Johnson. And now I haven't been touched in eons. So I'm like, Now I'm going through the processes in my head. I'm letting every intrusive thought go through me. I'm thinking, well, if I disrespect the guy, he's paying all the bills. He's gonna kick her out. If she figures out what's going on here, it's gonna get messy. And I say, no, this is wrong. And she says, we can't have a little fun. I said, we can't have a little fun. This ain't Chuck E. Cheese. I'm not gonna be Charles Asiago. You gotta get moving. So she goes upstairs, and I'm just thinking, man, I could have ruined my household situation. This is gonna suck. So next day, I'm trying to be calm at the dinner table. She's putting her foot on my Johnson, and the guy leaves to go to work, and she just stays there with me. I had to run away from her the whole time. It was bad. Third day happens. I gave in to the temptations of the flesh. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna be like, I didn't do it, guys. No. He came in on us, and he looked at us. He went to his game and just played Diablo 3 while I was going buck wild. And after he got done doing a raid in Diablo 3 and I finished and I wiped myself up, he said, you out, you out. And then we both were homeless. She moved in with her dad though, and I was homeless again. I think about that a lot. I think about that a lot. He just seemed so. It was a very calm reaction from him. Was it? And I asked myself, was it worth it? A little bit. A little bit worth it. A little bit. A little bit. But I just want to say that you shouldn't do that. You like Corey Kenshin a bit? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. What was this story even about? I just explaining how I was homeless, and then a girl wanted me real bad, and she cheated on her man with me, and I had to deal with that. And I feel as though he knew. He probably knew. He probably didn't care. He didn't care at all. He didn't care about any of that. He didn't care about that at all. It was just he just didn't care. I could feel the lack of care on his face. I could see that he really wasn't. He just wasn't. He wasn't realistic. He wasn't realistic with it, and I gotta respect that. I gotta respect the fact that he didn't care about that at all. Very callous reaction on his part. The Herodic Cube Diablo got him a PS5 trophy. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Do you think the guy knew something? Oh yeah, I don't know. Was waiting for her to show and show. Who knows? Was your roommate the quartering? No, not that guy. Not the whole thing. I made a video today about the oh my god, the drama with I'm Not Kenneth because somebody suggested that to me. That was pretty bad. Cheating with the cousin is pretty bad. But I think life is trying to be creator mode creative with me. I think that's what's going on. And it leads me to believe that if there is a God, he's playing The Sims right now and giving me his toughest battles is what he's doing. And surprise you at Pride for the Casino, you can't have anything else but pizza. It kills me. It kills me. It destroys me so much to discover the hate. Not only the hate in my community, beyond that, just move to Albany. You're just saying words. I think if I'm being bold here, if I'm being Batman, brave and bold, the hammers of justice are unisex, if I'm being realistic here, if I'm just pinning it to the dish and actually using my brain here, I think this is supposed to happen. You know what's crazy? You know what's nuts? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this for the record. Right? Sometimes bad things happen and no lessons are learned. Sometimes you just get horrible things happening to you over and over again, and there's no big lesson to learn. There's no grand je ne quoi. There's no big c'est la vie. Oh, this is just life, such as life. No, it's just bad things happening over and over again. Sometimes you get hit by a bus, and then your leg gets broken, and then you get beat up, and your wife cheats on you because you can't afford your job, and then you actively go home, coming home to just having to sit in a chair in the corner and watching her just get annihilated, backshotted out, and watching the clap reverberate and seeing that his Johnson's bigger. It's like a tube of tennis balls down there, and you got to deal with that. Sometimes life just happens that way. Sometimes that happens, and what lesson are you supposed to learn from that? Maybe nothing. Maybe nothing. Maybe zero things at all points in time. Maybe you just go through life and think to yourself, well, yeah. Because sometimes bad things just happen. There's no point in trying to deem some lesson from everything. Because I promise you, You are getting all the credit hours you could have possibly desired if these are all lessons. You are getting every credit hour you could have possibly fathomed. Oh, this is a life lesson? No dip is a life lesson. But the life lesson is the fact that there is no lesson to this. And sometimes life is just wildly random. You got Wild Wasteland perk enabled in Fallout, and you're just having the worst time of your life. And that's just life. You think that everything is supposed to happen for some bigger reason, some grander purpose? It's not supposed to happen for some bigger purpose. Sometimes life just actively sucks. It's okay to not have a cosmic reason for these things happening, and that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I got held at gunpoint like 4 years back. I remember I got held at gunpoint and he said, "Give me all you got in your pockets." And I said, "In my pockets? Are you sure about that?" He said, "I'll go through your pockets myself." Held the gun, went through my pockets. Nothing was there. He put the gun down and said, "Oh," and walked away. Because I didn't even have my phone on me. I didn't even have a phone. He couldn't even have took the phone. And it's pointless to even take an iPhone. There's so many locks and barriers behind it. It's just tied to your iCloud. And you get, as soon as it's tied to your cosmic signature, life is so bad. Life is just, sometimes it sucks. And that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. It's good. Sometimes life is just evil and bad. And you know what kills me? Oh my God. You know what kills me? You know what kills me? I just read a comment. I just read one of your comments. Every day, I discover that I'm way more broke than everybody else around me, and it agitates my core, mind, body, spirit, and chest. Not even in a jealous manner. So, because a lot of people will say, "Well, does your neighborhood have cameras? Why does it have so much crime?" Cameras? Here in the hood? There's no cameras in the hood. When has there ever been cameras in the hood? Well, I don't understand how so much crime could happen. Didn't you file a police report? What's that gonna do? So they can file it away and wait 10 years to actually get a crime, and then some YouTuber discovers the actual crime, and then they find it out that way? Is that what's going to happen because YouTubers and Redditors are somehow better investigators than all of the police force collectively because they find things better than the police? Is that what's happening? Is that the reality that you phrase it? Is that what I'm discovering with you? And call me crazy. Call me a little bit insane. Call me the Joker, baby. Call me the Joker, baby. Call me nuts. But I think that the police can only actively respond to a crime if it's happening right in front of their face. If a crime is happening right in front of their face, they got it. But if a crime happened, I don't know, 5 hours ago, well, they could be anywhere. The city's so big, and you're black. Can't you use your black group chat to figure out where all the crimes are and organize one so we can just catch you guys? I don't know. I feel as though that I'm losing my mind every single day, and because I think I'm in such a broke, destitute area that people will say a statement to me such as, "Well, you can just contact the police and they should be there lickety split." When my wife's car got broken into and her airbag got stolen, how long did it take for the cops to respond and show up? 8 hours. Took them 8 hours to respond because there was so much crime in Detroit that nobody popped up. Nobody showed up. That's what happened. That's the reality of the situation. That's where I live at. You could say, move somewhere else. You're right. Oh, you're right. I could just move somewhere. You're right. I have so much money to just move. Always. You're right. Just move. Oh my God, you're homeless? Just get a house. You don't have a job? You're broke? Just get a job. It's so easy. How can I be so dumb? How can I be so stupid and callous and ignorant to the obvious solution of just get a job? You guys are living in a different reality than me. I'm discovering that. Different reality. I don't know where you're living at, but it's different than me. I don't know where you're living at. Wherever you're living at is significantly wilder and bigger and better than where I'm at. You guys are living in a world that I cannot fathom. I cannot possibly comprehend. If you're broke, just buy money. If you're broke, just like money. Have you considered pulling gold bullion out of cartoon hammers, space salt? You're right. I'm not thinking. If you're homeless, just buy a home. Your chat didn't show what happened, Ishmael. What'd you say? 7 months for me jobless, and I finally got a job. It's baffling to me. It always gets me that people do that. Just get those lotto tickets. You're broke? How? Are you carrying? Can't carry. I'm not legally allowed to carry. Hey guys. I'm not legally allowed to carry. So, you're right. Have you considered traveling back to 2009, spend your life savings on Bitcoin? This show again, TF. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Just try to type it out differently, or maybe go to Twitch chat. I don't know. Oh, you're banned from Twitch. Oh, you're on disability and can't pay your bills? Get a job. You're right. I'm not diversifying my portfolios. Have you considered non-conceptual copper recycling to raise your income bracket? You're right. I'm not thinking. Your luck makes me less atheist. I'm not thinking with my brain, mind, body, soul, spirit, and chest. I'm not considering. Could the police even care if you have a gun, though? They don't care about anything else. I promise you, if I had a gun, they would care. I promise you. I promise you. Selling the parts in your car. What parts? They took everything of value, brother. Have I considered steering what? The steering wheel? Anybody want a steering wheel for $8 billion? What's selling the engine? How's the foot? I'm moving. I'm moving. There's nothing. Have I considered that? You're right. You're right, Oslo. I'm not thinking. You're right. There's not. You're right. You're exactly right. I'll do 10 cents. You're spitting right now. Oh my God. You're a co-ed in college. You're spitting on it. You're crazy. Oh my goodness. Double it and give it to the next person. Yeah, I can make a Forza controller out of it. You're right. I can make a Forza controller. Your luck makes me less atheist. Shit confuses. Interesting. All right. I could do all these are beautiful suggestions. We should do a raffle, and whoever donates the most gets the wheel. I think it was a guy that donated $5,000 to my GoFundMe. I just saw that, so that's insane. I'm over the moon about that. But sure, you moving. Maybe you should set up a toll road using your allegedly stolen road signs. I should set up a detour to go through my toll road so they have to pay a toll. Pay the troll toll. Oh, you know what I should do? I should buy a vending machine. Let's go on Facebook Marketplace and look up vending machines. That's what I'm doing. Want the streets to be poor? I think you guys see all these items in my household and think that I have money. Like, you guys see I want to point this out. I want to explain where everything came from. You see all that workout equipment? There's a Facebook group in Detroit where they toss their old workout equipment on the side of the road. I picked all that stuff up for free. See that fridge behind me? You see that fridge? I found out on the side of the road. As a matter of fact, you see that trampoline over there? That's from my wife's old house. Everything you see, everything I own, everything. The monitors, my desk, the up and down, everything I have. I'm telling you this right now. I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay for any of that. You're right. I should have monetized it. You're right. You're right. Dumpster. I'm gonna put you on game. I'm put you on game right now. I'm gonna put you on game. I'm put you on game, right? I'm put you on game. You ready? I'm put you on game right now. Put you on game. If you want free stuff all the time and you never want to pay for anything ever again, I got the strategy for you. Wait until college is out. Go to the dumpster. College kids love tossing out furniture and all this other cool stuff. I've seen college kids toss out TVs because they can't fit it in their car. They will toss out so many useful objects and artifacts. You will be swimming in it. And then after that, you get done taking all that furniture, you could open a furniture store with all the stuff that college kids throw out at the end of the semester. After that, you are good. You are great for a while because you can go on Facebook Marketplace, or you can just keep the stuff for yourself. You don't have to go furniture shopping ever again. I just saved you hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've got couches, TVs, I've gotten chairs, I've gotten whole desk from college kids tossing out perfectly good stuff And I really do mean it's perfectly good. It can be used immediately, but they don't have a big enough car. They don't want to move with the U-Haul. Or the college campuses themselves throw the stuff out. That's what they do. And at the end of the college semester, when everybody's going and tossing things out, you can just walk through. You can say, oh, it's the end of the semester. I forgot my college card. Go through the bathrooms. Take all the toilet paper. You can just take all the toilet paper from all the places in the college dorms. You can just do that. You're free to do that. And that's a lot of toilet paper you can just have. It's free toilet paper. You can just have it. I don't know why you can just do that. And then after the toilet paper, right? After you can take the toilet paper, you then can take the trash bags. That's what you can do. Go to a rich neighborhood right now and look and see if they're tossing anything out. Go to an estate sale. Estate sales are perfect. Go to Facebook, go search in the search bar, go to events, and then look up estate sales. Or just go to Google, look in your local area, go to your local just community events, find where those will organize that, and look for estate sales. Or just join your local community. If you're in a specific area, I'm pretty sure they have a specific community posting board, or download the Ring Camera app and look what people are tossing out. There's so many things you could have on the side of the curb. You're not locking in and doing that. That's what you need to do. I've been broke for so long. You're not thinking, man. You're not thinking with portals, man. You're not thinking with your brain. Oh my God, rich neighborhood garage sales are crazy. They're nuts. Easy stuff you could have. It's locally specific mutual aid. This is crazy. Threads does have so many. I'm telling you, I've been broke for a while. If I get out of Detroit, where would I go? I don't know yet, man. I'm still deciding where I should go. I don't know yet. I don't know. I really don't know, because that has to be a place me and my wife both approve of. We were thinking Texas, but then we were thinking of racism. So that's always an option. So we're looking at our options. I want to point this out though. Wherever I move, I'm not telling you. I'm just not telling you where I'm moving. I've discovered that that's not smart. I used to be very open about where I'm at and stuff like that. I refuse to tell you now. You've lost that ability. I got my PC from Micro Center. This was a gift from who gave it? Was my brother. My brother gave me this PC. He gave me a thing before the RAM prices went up like crazy. He had given me this thing for a coupon for Micro Center. You got swatted? Understandable. I basically I've been swatted a lot. I've been swatted a lot. Life is not good. So, you know what's crazy? This is the fun thing, right? So, I'm gonna tell you a fun little story. So I got swatted, right? But because I live in Detroit, nothing happened, right? It took them so long for them to swat me that it was basically a nothing burger. They were trying to swat me on stream, but the nothing burger happened when they realized that Detroit PD, DPD, sucks. They suck hot garbage. So they said, we're going to swat this guy. This is so cool. Oh, cool. Good job. The TPD takes 5 hours to do anything. They did nothing. It took them so long to get there. We're coming in. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's cool. That's great. They busted down my door. All that stuff happened. You know what's crazy about the whole thing? I was chilling. I was just I was just chilling the whole time. And they just said, okay, that's cool. DPD sucks so bad. Detroit Police Department is so trash that a SWAT to Detroit is a nothing burger of a threat. You have caused me no damage in this lifetime. You've done nothing to me. You have done zero things. I'm pretty sure somebody was trying to get the satisfaction of swatting me while I was streaming like I am right now, but it didn't happen. Nothing happened. You got nothing. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. I don't grasp. It's just horrible area to live. This place is just hot, piss, garbage, smelling urine all over your body, fecal matter. That's what it is. You can take all the road signs you like. Living in policeless paradise. Not after the foot thing. It was before. It was before the foot thing. Foot thing happened like 2 days ago. Well, my cat and I'm in gay Chicago. It's okay. We're not. We'd have to talk to our landlord and stuff like that. So we're gonna figure this out. What do they get out of it? I think the panic of it would be content if it happened on stream. It would just be content. If it happened on stream, it would be content. They'd be like, look at we swatted this guy. We swatted him. He got swatted. He got hornswoggled. He got schmeckelgomped. He got sklibbity dude. He got skibbagoobadoob. It's kind of a nothing burger. It is really just a nothing burger, to be quite honest with you. So it's really nothing. Ideal neighborhood, also parasocial relationships. It is a little parasocial. It is a little parasocial. So yeah, it is. It is. Got a crazy life, bro. That's life. It's just life, bro. Like when I'm off camera, stuff happens. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. Actually, I will say parasocial bars. I will say this, and this is to the credit of the mysticism of life, right? I want to point this out. For all black people, I've never seen someone so unlucky. I'm not even that unlucky. I want to point this out, right? This is super important, right? I think that life is mystic. I think there's magic in every single aspect of the world. I think there's beauty within the way that we can communicate. The fact that you're even seeing me right now on screen in your phone or wherever you're watching me at is a magic environment because you get to hear my voice. They're capturing my spirit and essence and putting it into this microphone to be redirected back at you. Every single instance of our life is filled with so much magic. But we want wizards and we want magic and flying and stuff like that. We can fly. We have airplanes. We can go 60 miles per hour. We can go super speed. We have cars. We can get food immediately delivered to us. There's so much mysticism and beauty. I have a fan right in front of me. This is giving me nature, cool air hitting me right now. I have placebos and anodynes for every cure-all, for everything I could possibly need. If I'm having a cold, I can go to a store and I can get that fixed. If I break my leg, I can get that fixed with magic from doctors. There's science everywhere. That this beautiful in every capacity. I love the beauty of nature. I love the beauty of how we have methods to discover how we can build our bodies and break it down, how certain foods can change our moods. Those are potions. How certain drinks can make us dizzy, how alcohol is poisons we put into our bodies and we cure all those poisons with bread or pretzels. That is how we operate. We can smoke the earth in itself and enlighten our minds by using these substances. I've never smoked or drank in my life, by the way. That's how it's described to me. I've never done that. We are wizards. Alcoholics are wizards. It's what we are. It's what we are. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. That's just lovely. It is so lovely. I feel as though people. Here's the thing, right? I feel like people don't talk about the tragedies they go through. I think people go through tragedies all the time, but nobody talks about the tragedies they go through, right? Nobody just says, I'm going through hardship and tragedy all the time. You know what I mean? That like nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. That's the biggest issue. So you know what I mean? It's just really strange. I went through what you did. I don't think I'd ever pick up any illicit substance in any capacity. I don't think I'd do that. So I just want to point that out. Just want to point that out that I'm Hoshai Hishai will Bing Shilling. I feel as though if I don't go through these things with my own strength and will and power and fury, it deludes them in some small way. It deludes the suffering I go through if I don't feel it in its full effect. I need to go through the worst of all this in order to fully encapsulate what this is, right? I feel like I have to. I feel like it's important to go through the pains that I go through in order to be kind anyway, right? When do things get better for you? Who knows? Hey, what's going on? It's me, the one and only Dog Poison. What's cracking? I feel as though people can get so mad at bro to do some hateful stuff. People get mad at me all the time. I feel as though It's very normal to get mad at me. I want you to think about all the tragedies that you don't talk about, right? Imagine if you could, and this is a fun experiment you can do. List all the bad things that have happened in your life right now. Just list them all. Just list it. Think about it. Think about all the bad things that have happened in your life. If you think about it back to back over and over again, all the tragedies you go through, they're probably a lot, right? They're probably a lot. They're probably wildly a lot. And I think that's important. I think that's important to talk about the bad things that happen in your life because they do happen. Bad things do happen to people. It's so normal to suffer. But if you can instantly learn one language, what would it be? Spanish immediately. I wish I could learn Spanish. We have fairies and dragons. People be abusing them every possible way, eating them, using their parts of their bodies. Yeah, there's a lot of fantasy stories that do a lot of good work talking about what would actually happen if we actually had fairies and stuff like that. So it's it's just what it is. It's very important. It's very 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 important. I wish I wish things were cool. Wish things were cool, but they're not. How's your foot? I mean, I'm alive. So, there goes that. It's 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 interesting. It's interesting. It's very 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 interesting to see. I love I love humans. I love what we are. It's very interesting. Carmelo Anthony is guilty of murdering Austin Metcalf. All right. So Carmelo Anthony is guilty. I'm not moving to Canada. Carmelo Anthony is guilty of killing Austin Metcalf. We can talk about that. Yeah. Thank you very much for the 30 joules. So, what just happened, from what I'm seeing, and this is just from what I gathered now, Carmelo Anthony is guilty of killing Austin Metcalf. That's news. Let me move this down so we can all see together. Oh, please. Yep. Yep. Carmelo Anthony is guilty of killing Austin Metcalf. Mm. A news article about this? Oh, there is. There's a lot of news articles about this. Hmm. There is. It is. It is. Yeah, no, he's yeah. They period. I see a lot of people. We got a lot of race war stuff. Texas track meet. Okay. Well, yeah, he's found guilty. He was found guilty. I suppose I should talk about this. This seems important. I feel as though this is important to talk about. Perhaps we'll talk about it. Who wants to talk about that? Let's welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. Hello all. Hello all. One moment. One second. One second. One more. Let me do a little bit of research. It's a little interesting to see this though, but Carmelo Anthony, yeah, he was. Hold on. All right, so let's have our conversation. Who's ready? Who's ready to have our conversation about Carmelo Anthony? I should probably turn this into a video. I'm not really thinking. I should probably turn this to a video. That'd be smart. That'd be smart to. This would probably be my 8 o'clock video for a night because I didn't really think about that. I was gonna make it after I streamed. So, I feel like people aren't gonna like my take about the Carmelo Anthony thing. So I'm gonna be very, very specific with my wording here, with how I feel about this. So let me think for a moment. Let me use my brain. I feel as though I should be very specific about how I feel about this whole situation. What's my take? I think murder's wrong. I think stabbing somebody, I think killing somebody is wrong. It's really where I'm at with a lot of this stuff. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and figure this out here. One moment. Let me get my recording going. Hello everybody, I'm live right now on Twitch, but we're actually going to be recording this video live in front of everybody, in front of the world, in front of everybody on the internets. Everybody say hi YouTube in the comment section, in the chat. Go everybody say hi YouTube, pleasure to see you all. But, as you read the title of this video, Carmelo Anthony has been found guilty of murder. Oh! It's over for the black community. It's over. We're cooked. Oh, we're flambéed. We're screwed. We're screwed, guys. We're screwed. We're destroyed. Everything's destroyed. Oh, goodness. So, if you're curious about what's happening here, if you're curious about the entire situation, this is what's happening here. Jury finds Carmelo Anthony guilty of murdering Austin Metcalf. And that's kind of exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. Now, was Austin Metcalf agitating Carmelo Anthony? 100%. I can attest to that. I can agree to that. That's what's happening. But did Carmelo Anthony take this boy's life? Yes. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. He did indeed take Austin's life. That is a true statement. Both of these things are true. I feel as though nobody wants to say both of these things are true for some odd, indescribable reason. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff on this, and people are very upset about this verdict. They are very, very angry. A lot of people are, I don't know if Nick Sorter is a good source, actually, but people are saying, say his name, Carmelo. They're protesting outside, stating and stuff like that. They're actually protesting outside and stating the thing and saying, say Carmelo, say his name, say his name, say his name. A lot of black support, because a lot of people have been falsely accused and stuff like that. They're trying to support black people all the way through. That's what it is. Now, let's go ahead and read about what happened here. Let's just do a little bit of reading. I feel like reading's important. I can't read with these glasses on. A jury has found Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player? No, this young man, guilty of murder in the death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf following a confrontation at a track meet after 3 hours of deliberation. Anthony, now 19, was charged in 2025 for the death of Metcalf at a track meet outside of Dallas. The case has drawn national attention and featured emotional testimony from more than 20 prosecution witnesses who were in court last week. How much time could Carmelo get? The jury only had time to consider the single charge of first-degree murder. After the verdict was read, the jury returned to the courtroom to deliver the sentence. Anthony faced a potential sentence between 5 and 99 years in prison after being convicted of murder. Since Anthony was a minor at the time of Metcalf's death, the death penalty was off the table. Okay. How stand your ground laws could shape Anthony murder trial. Judge John Roach R. said the jury may also find guilty of manslaughter instead of first-degree murder, which could have carried a maximum sentence of 20 years behind bars. According to Texas law, murder is when a defendant intentionally or knowingly causes the death of an individual, while manslaughter is when a defendant recklessly causes the death of an individual. Attorney David Weinstein told News Nation. Prosecutor Metcalf's death, it's murder. And they talked about how it's murder, stuff like that. Prosecutor Bill Werski told the juror during closed arguments deadly force has to be immediately necessary to be legal. This is not self-defense, it's murder, the prosecutor said. Werski suggested it was strange that a team would bring a knife to a school sports event, saying the incident was murder, plain and simple. I do agree that it was a strange thing that happened there, but he was defending himself. It is important to have weapons on you at all points in time in America per se, because you never know what's going to happen. You should carry a weapon. I think carrying a weapon is very important. You do not get to meet a shove with a stab, especially if you provoke the shove, he said. Prosecutors during the trial referred to Metcalf's death as a sneak attack by Anthony. Carmelo Anthony's attorneys argued self-defense. Defense attorneys began calling witnesses Monday, including one of Anthony's former teammates who was at track meet when the fatal confrontation unfolded. Anthony's attorneys argued that he acted in self-defense and reacted in fear during a split-second moment after Metcalf made physical attacks. One of the jury's teammates testifying Monday for the defense said Anthony was distraught after the stabbing. I was hearing him say, "I told him not to touch me," the witness said. Juries were shown talking to stabbing Colonel Anthony's backpack. On Friday, jurors were shown the pocket knife prosecutors say was used in the stabbing alongside with photos of the weapon, Anthony's backpack in the crime scene. An officer responsive to the scene after the stabbing had testified that a witness directed police to the knife, which was found in the bleachers. How stand your ground, bada bing, bada boom, all that jazz. And then it's the verdict today. Continue to the site. We got guilty of murder in Texas trap meet. We have this little thing right here. I suppose we can watch this as well to figure out some more information. So we're going to watch this, and hopefully I don't get funnily copyright strikes. So we're going to watch this right here and see what's going on here.
An indictment is the next step in any criminal case. It continues the legal process of moving closer to a trial. Carmelo Anthony was 17 at the time of the crime back in April, and he's being charged as an adult. This case has gained national attention and sparked many arguments and misinformation across social media. Tuesday's indictment by a Collin County grand jury is the latest in the legal proceedings. Now, back in April, police say Anthony admitted to stabbing Austin Metcalf during a fight at a track meet and claimed he was protecting himself. The Collin County District Attorney's Office released a rare video statement about the indictment.
When something like this happens at a school event, it shakes people to the core. But let's remember that the justice system works best when it moves with steadiness and principle. That's what we're committed to, and that's what this case deserves.
Anthony's defense attorney is arguing Anthony acted in self-defense. His attorney also put out a video statement reiterating his case.
We expect that when the full story is heard, the prosecution will not be able to rule out the reasonable doubt that Carmelo Anthony may have acted in self-defense.
Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff Metcalf, sent us a statement about the indictment. It says, quote, "I am pleased that we are moving forward with the first-degree murder indictment. It now goes into the court system. I fully believe that justice will be served for Austin Metcalf. I look forward to the forthcoming trial, but it will never bring back my son." No court appearances are scheduled at this time. Trial dates are set by the court, and if convicted, Anthony could face 5 to 99 years or life in prison.
So he is convicted. Like he's guilty. He's guilty of the stabbing. That's the whole thing there. Oh, fun. That's always cool. We read basically what's going on. So now we got the summary of what's happening, right? We grasp it. We understand what's going on. We figure it out. I feel as though this situation is a tragedy from top to bottom. I hate talking about stuff like this because people always want me to pick a deep, staunch side. You gotta support black people because a black man is suffering right now. Well, if you support black people, then you're actually supporting the death of a young man. I want to say this right now. A young man lost his life. That's unavoidable. We grasp it, right? We understand that. Can we agree as a family, as a unit, that a young man lost his life? Even if, let's say Austin Metcalf, right, was fighting with Carmelo and they actually had a fracas and they said, oh, well, this is horrible, and the guy fought for racist reasons. We could say the young boy Austin Metcalf was racist, right? We could say that. We could say that. Another young man will likely spend years or decades dealing with the consequences of his actions. Two families are now tied together forever through a moment that never should have happened. For me, when any teenager dies, because I think everybody's capable of change, by the way, I think people can grow. When any teenager dies, there is no victory, right? There's no winning side. I feel sad for this entire situation. There's no outcome for this court case that restores what was lost at all. One family's going to wake up every day knowing their son is gone. Another family's going to wake up knowing their son became responsible for a death. That is a terrible reality, regardless of what side of the argument you fall on. The reality isn't up for this whole debate. It's just really painful to talk about. I think the conversation about this whole debacle, right, stops being about the actual people involved, because nobody cares about the actual people involved, because this has turned into this giant political football. Asmongold's talking about it. We got Tectone talking about it. All these people are talking about it. Within hours, people are going to sort themselves into specific teams. Everyone looks for a way to make their story fit their worldview. The victim, well, he's a symbol. The defendant, well, he's a symbol. The details about the entire thing barely matter, because whatever side you land on, it doesn't matter. There's no humanity in this story for a lot of people. Because whenever it hits the internet, it turns real tragedy, real suffering into this disgusting debate tournament. But it's not even debate, because the debate would imply to me that you're going into the argument willing to have your mind changed. Nobody's willing to have their mind changed, so they're just arguing. Everyone wants points. Points for saying this point or that, this, that. They want points. Nobody wants understanding. Nobody wants to understand that. And I know the race discourse will be enormous. You know what I care about more than this story where I don't know the people involved at all? Because I feel about this way. I feel about this story the same way I feel about a tsunami taking out 100 people. I think it's sad, but I don't know these people. The only way to really get me care deep, I have empathy and I have sympathy and I have my condolences for Austin, and I'm sad that Carmelo resorted to stabbing another young man. That's my real thoughts about the situation, right? But now I have to add a race to it, because America filters every major event through race. That's what we do. It's often before all the facts are even understood. Entire communities are going to spend weeks arguing what this verdict means. What does the case represent? What does the case represent? Whether it confirms their beliefs about society. Some people will see racism everywhere. Yeah, he may have stabbed this child, but he's black, so he should get it off. He's black. That's what you get. And other people will say, well, he only provoked him because he's a white kid messing with a black kid. Right? Some people will insist race had nothing to do with anything. Oh, it's just two kids fighting and one of them had a knife. But millions of people, millions, and I mean millions, will spend countless hours fighting over whatever narrative they like, achieving nothing forever. All to distract us from the fact that gas is $7. I know you don't care about this. Holy I know. Oh my God. I know you don't care about this. It's crazy to me. If you are a functioning adult with a job and a family, I know this is so secondary to you as opposed to the cost of living right now. Because I know this is just another spark for the race war, so you can feel important in your everyday nonchalant little ass life. I am aware of that. I grasp it. I grasp it. I can understand that. I know people are saying it's a distraction from the Epstein files. Even beyond that, it's just a distraction in general. The algorithms are going to have the time of their lives. Every social media platform is going to say, this is 37 extra videos for somebody. Every single inflammatory take is going to get boosted. Every misleading click, every one of it. Somebody's going to make AI about this. Every person screaming into a camera, every single person in the loudest voices, whoever's loudest, they're going to rise to the top. And whoever is thoughtful about this situation is nothing's going to matter. The machinery of engagement does not care about healing, understanding, or truth. It cares about attention. That's it. That's all it cares about. Stories like this always consume a lot of oxygen. Best way I can describe it, right? And if you don't know about the whole case, that's okay. If you want to learn about it, you can research more. If you want to have your own opinion, I imagine people's opinions will be different than mine. I imagine people will hate my opinion. That's okay. That's fine. I'm not gonna argue with you about my opinion, right? I'm not gonna argue about my opinion about someone losing their life. If he, what did the kid feel reasonably threatened by Austin to lose his life as well? Was the force reasonable deemed to the force he received? Is that the entirety of what's going on? Because from what I understand, and if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, Austin began to initiate conflict with Carmelo. Carmelo stabbed Austin. Austin's dead. Right? Whether it was racially motivated or something of that variety, whether Carmelo was defending himself. Could Carmelo have fought with his hands? Maybe. Was Carmelo going to get jumped by Austin's friends? Perhaps. I'm not quite sure. I just want to talk about specifically that a kid died. Is that not important to anybody? Is that important to any one's like as much as I want to care deeper about this, one is dead. Right? Right, it's one's gone. Right? That's true. And people are always telling me, well, black people die all the time and nobody cares about black people dying. True. But you're turning this into a race war as opposed to an individual thing. But I don't know these people individually, so I have to turn it into a race thing, is basically what you're saying. America is dealing with housing issues, dude. Healthcare costs are crazy. Infrastructure concerns. There's an education problem. Workers' rights are going on a thing. We're getting AI data centers all the time. Technological discourse. Countless other issues. You don't care about this high schooler at all. You just want to argue. You don't. Seeing it is just a way to make you angry. To make you argue on Twitter or Facebook or on my comments and my posts. You just want to argue. One high-profile case is going to dominate the national conversation for weeks. And the entire news cycle has become tapped into a loop of reactions and counter-reactions and outrage. And larger systemic issues are quietly being pushed underground. Can we focus? Can we ascertain our focus on one thing? Please. Please. For 1 second, can we just do one thing? Like one thing. Right? Right? One little thing. Can we do one thing for once? It reminds me, and I keep bringing this up, about the No Kings protest every single time. I don't even know what the No Kings protest is about. It's about Gaza and the Congo. And it's about awareness and McDonald's and the IDF. And focus on one thing. Right? Can we focus on a singular thing? I obviously understand emotions are expected. Grief is expected. Anger is expected. But what becomes dangerous is when those emotions get weaponized by these commentators and activists and politicians and influencers. I have no issue with you feeling the way you do. But I have an issue with the arguments that are going to happen because of this situation. People who see an opportunity to advance their preferred narrative. Every tragedy becomes this raw material for this agenda that people get pushed. Every painful event becomes content. Every family loss is a battlefield. And this endless, and I do mean endless. I really do mean endless culture war. It is possible to acknowledge that multiple things are true at once. I think threats are serious. I think feeling afraid is serious. Very recently, as many of you know in the chat right now, a hate crime was performed to me where my foot got basically melted off, right? My foot right now is basically completely melted. I have severe burns all over my foot. I have severe nerve damage all over my foot. And I would not wish those kids to die. I mean that with my whole chest. I am in immense pain right now. I have my foot elevated right now. I have a stand on my foot right now. It hurts like crazy. And I'm in immense pain. And I still want those kids to do great. I don't even want to press charges on those kids because they're kids. That's how I feel. That's my standpoint. I am kind enough to die about it. That's where I'm at. But I think threats are serious. I do think people that fear for their life care about their life because your life is the most important thing. Your life is the most important thing. Feeling afraid is serious. If Carmelo felt like his life was threatened, he reasonably should have reacted as such. Right? That's important. Being confronted by someone is serious. Right? taking a life is also serious. The loss of a human life carries immense weight. That's why juries exist. That's why courts exist, trials exist. I hope, I know it doesn't always happen because juries can be racist. I grasp that. I'm not an idiot. I hope they examine the facts, determine where legal responsibility lies, leaving those questions entirely to public opinion or internet speculation is stupid. That's why this took so long. This happened in 2025. This took a long time. I already know where this conversation is headed. Social media will feed and fill the arguments. News panels will debate about the same talking points. Well, yeah, Carmelo's black though, right? We gotta agree that Carmelo's black, right? We gotta agree he's a black kid, right? And blacks are not naturally violent. That's the whole thing. Blacks are naturally violent. And that's gonna piss me off, obviously. It's gonna piss me the hell off. Well, there's a young white man, and a young white man was hurt. A young white boy was attacked. You can even see this in the way they use the photos. The way they use the photos in social media is it purposely manipulated. Look at these two photos. Look at these two photos. Austin looks more dapper and young, and Carmelo's always looking in an angry way. That's what it is. That's what it is. They're showing his mugshot only. They're not showing it in sympathy. They're already making you have sympathy for Austin as opposed to Carmelo. It was decided already. I already knew he was going to get charged with murder because irrevocably he did murder somebody. Right? I'm not going to lie to you. He did. He did. This country, America, land of the free to argue, home of the brave enough to blame it on the other person, will always argue. Communities will fight. The country will spend enormous, just so much stupid energy about what this case symbolizes. And through all of that noise, please remember just a real fact. The simplest fact we possibly can. None of this gets better because strangers on the internet argue. A young man lost his life and another young man lost his future, and two families are wildly devastated. And I really do hope we can agree to that. If you can't even accept and acknowledge the fact that Austin is dead, if you can't accept the fact that Carmelo lost his entire future because he made a stupid decision, can we agree to that? Can we agree to that? The war never ends, and these bodies are going to keep piling up. I already know that right now as I make this video on the internet, some Twitter somewhere, the next verdict is already happening. The internet's going to be ready. We're going to have this endless debate war about worthless garbage over and over again. I know nothing really will change. With that being said, thanks for doing this. Thanks for seeing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is the end of the YouTube video. So for people on YouTube, I'm out. Peace. Bye. Alright, that's the YouTube video. Hi guys. How's everybody doing? What's going on? I'm doing a little better. Hey guys. Doing a little better. Not a lot better, but a little better. That's usually how I make videos. It's usually how I make my videos. That's usually how I do things around here. That's how I does things around here. It's usually how it happens. So hey, I'm back to looking at chat now. Sorry, I don't usually look at chat when I'm making a video because you know what I mean. So if whites were non-violent, then explain history. I'm not debating that. You know, all white jury. I'm glad things will get better. Hey, I'm just interested in what you said, but I gotta wait for what the YouTube video soon. I'm pretty sure that video is gonna release in an hour. I'm literally gonna edit it right now. I'm literally as I speak to you guys, I'm going to edit that video. As I live and breathe. What's the biggest booty you ever smashed? That's kind of disrespectful considering I have a wife, man. I don't know. I really don't want to talk about that, but I appreciate the question. I'm kind of married. Man. So I'm married. What were you talking about before I joined? Carmelo Anthony is guilty of murder. He's guilty of murder. 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 He's a killer. A killer is on the list. Whoa, so scary. Yeah, he's convicted of murder. Is what he is. Can I take a situation seriously for once in my life? No. Polka. Anthony video love.
Process of
There's no universe in which I don't know. I take this to a inane degree of seriousness.
Anthony.
Everyone looks because it's this situation does demand a level of seriousness, obviously, for a way. But if I could be so bold with you, I must entertain. I must, in some way, at least entertain in some way to make the tragedy seem less true at once. I think destructive than what it is, because it is very destructive to the mental state and the nonsense. It reminds me of when someone says, oh, a TikToker is going to make a funny edit of a guy's death. It is very hard in America to take anything seriously because everything gets memed on immediately. And I have to live within the comedy of the world. So I do have to live within the comedy of the world. Despite, me wanting to be wildly serious, I have to live within the comedy of what I am presented because there is a comedy to the world that I have to exist within. And I don't want to live within the comedy of the world, but that is what it is. Video's done. Hold on. That's just... Was that your wife a few months ago? If not, congratulations. She has been my wife for 3 years now. We were going to get divorced at one point, and we were broken up for a moment, but we were married at points in time. So I do want to point this out. We were married. We were actually technically divorced for like a month, and then we got back together. So that's the pitfalls. What editing software I'm using? CapCut. Now let me show you how I make my thumbnails. Let me show you how I make my thumbnails. Who's ready to make a thumbnail with me? Who's ready to make a thumbnail? The hell is this? What is this garbage? Can I grab this? There we go. Who's ready to make a thumbnail? Huzzah. That's what I like to hear. Thumbnail. Let's see. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we start off with a blank canvas kind of like this. And then we grab... Oh, what's a high quality image? This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. I'll use this. That's a lot of garbage. Move that out the way. Boom. There we go. Yes. Easy work. Right? It's watermark still on there. I really don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Hello, everybody. I'm live right now on Twitch, but we're actually going to be recording this video live in front of everybody. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. I forgot. My voice just sounded booming and thundering. So now, oh, not that one. Right here. Boom. We go here. Boom. And then I go ahead and grabble this thing here. And then I use this face. I go to a smooth stroke. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. Easy work right there. I grab some Helvetica font. Helvetica round specifically. And then I put something stereotypical. Oh, actually. There we go. That will cause a bit more debates. And then I boom it right here. And then I put some black around it. A little bit of black around it. Bang. And now, boom. And that's a thumbnail. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our thumbnail. And now I go ahead and do this. And then boom. All right, now then. Carmelo. All right, now we got 2 tests. Got that. Turn the monetization on. And then bada bing, bada boom. And then I go ahead and turn that to be about 8 o'clock. And then we keep pushing. We schedule that boy. All right, and that's it. And the video's done. And that's it. That's we're done now. That's it. Welcome to Dark Souls. And when this stream is over, you guys can, I guess you guys can go to that video and like, comment, and all that garbage. I'm going to use the bathroom. It's going to take me a second, and I'm dreading it. I've been holding it in for about 20 minutes. So, should have put a speed run timer. All right, give me 1 moment. I'm going to use the bathroom. 1 moment, please.
Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. One time, I'ma tell you one time. I don't like to repeat, I don't like to rewind. Think we need a sunset, I don't wanna revive. Ain't a need to be where you be, see my decline. Conversation gets deep, I hate the incline. Come down to your sense, maybe leave high. From the curve of your hips, I think you'll be fine. You know, go deal with it before I reply. Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Call me my name. I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. Slick shit, you must think you big shit, acting like you can do whatever you want. Go around getting into business, front like for real, we can tell what you want. Oh, hit dogs holler and you love collars. Bitch gonna say I'm wrong. You can't. I respect honor, but you deserve not us, so this don't gotta take that long. Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate.
What you yapping for? We don't even have to go through all the back and forth. You ain't gotta look me in my eyes. Don't do that no more. Please don't do that.
Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. One time, I'ma tell you one time. I don't like to repeat, I don't like to rewind. Think we need a sunset, I don't wanna revive. Ain't a need to be where you be, see my decline. Conversation gets deep, I hate the incline. Come down to your sense, maybe leave high. From the curve of your hips, I think you'll be fine. You know, go deal with it before I reply. Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. checkmate. Slick shit, you must think you big shit, acting like you can do whatever you want. Go around getting into business, front like for real, we can tell what you want. Oh, hit dogs holler and you love collars, bitch gonna say I'm wrong. I respect honor, but you deserve not us, so this don't gotta take that long. Now you want me to stay, I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name, I'm not over the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate.
What you yapping for? We don't even have to go through all the back and forth. You ain't gotta look me in my eyes. Don't do that no more. Please don't do that.
That was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. That was like a lot of work to do that. That was that was so much work to go pee. It was sucked ass. Sucked hot piss, dude. That was not fun to. I don't know if anybody has dealt with kind of pain like this before, but it's not really cool. I'm gonna tell you this right now. How bad was the stink? Of what? Of what? Do you need a bathroom, buddy? I'm okay. I'd like to. For injury over time. They suck ass. What was that song? Taraj. Taraj. It was either Checkmate or hey, what's up? It was either Checkmate or My Foot Good. You saw it. I feel you've seen the foot. It's not good. It's either Checkmate or Like That. I'm not sure which one is the background thing. Debate on morals and ethics. Yeah, one day. You will soon. What I miss? Nothing crazy, chair. Nothing crazy. You didn't miss anything crazy. As Checkmate, it's Checkmate then. Do political debates. You're right. I should do political debates. You're right. I should do. Just so I can get wildly angry at so many people, I should do political debates. If I did political debates, I knew I would get so pissed. I would not be reasonable at all if I did any political debates. Doing better, not good, better. I am doing better. I'm doing wild better. I think yesterday was one of the worst of it, but right now I'm kind of cooking. So yesterday was some of the worst of it. It was not fun. It was not fun. It's not fun. Bro, why raise your blood pressure when hypertension is free in this economy? You're not wrong. But see, people want to see me debate because people want to see me dunk on somebody on the internet because debates are the only way to really prove if somebody's really good at debating on the internet. It's like a whole thing. And I can understand that because people like watching their favorites win at life, especially when the winning doesn't matter. Let me tell you how I feel about internet debates and why I probably will do them, but I do want to tell you how I feel about them. All internet debates, period, are wildly worthless. They mean nothing. They don't accomplish anything. Debates only work if both people are going into the conversation willing to have their mind change. What you guys want to see are two people arguing about your stuff, your fave points, and you want to extrapolate perhaps points from your faves. Let me explain what I'm talking about here because I'm not really explaining this. Let me explain. No one likes watching debates. They like watching what I call arguments because what you're watching is your viewpoint articulated by somebody much better than you and much calmer than you debate somebody else who you dislike. So you don't want to see two people have their mind changed in any capacity. You want to see two people argue and then one person slams them with new information. I'm dunking on this liberal. I'm dunking on this Republican. I'm dumping on this moderate. That's all you want to see. If you want to see that, fine. I can provide entertainment. I can be WWE all day. I can debate all day long. I can do nonsensical debates and win all the time. But that's pointless. It's wildly pointless. But I can do it all day. It's cool to do because people actually suck at debating. People actually are horrible at it because it usually goes to whoever's more charismatic within the debate or whoever can talk faster and more coherent. Because if you stutter during a debate, you lose your entire point. Oh, this is horrible. This is bad. Oh, she ate him. She cooked him. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, he destroyed her. He destroyed him. She destroyed him. She destroyed her. It's destructive language for chaos's sake. It does nothing to the benefit of society. It doesn't change any minds. It doesn't gain any allies. It just furthers your own belief to where you are saying something that you already believe and having that echo chamber further echoed to your own beliefs. It is psychotic. The best way I can describe it is actively psychotic. I do not know why people want it so bad. Maybe because they like watching drama, and then people complain, oh, I have so much hypertension, my cortisol is so high, why do I keep getting recommended so much drama? Because you like drama. You enjoy watching drama. You enjoy watching people argue and be angry and vitriolic towards each other. You like watching drama because that is a fun thing for you to do. And that's okay. Just admit it. Just admit you like it. It's okay. It's fine. I like it too. I'll give you your debates. I'll give them to you. All day, every day. Goofy. People are goofy. So micro labels and how you think that's better for friends, which I agree that'd be safer. But also, what do we consider micro labels? As some terms people consider micro labels have grown more accepted. I think it's cool to be more accepted. It is cool to see them more accepted. But also, they are also going to be met with scrutiny if you can't identify, or if for instance, if somebody says they are a trans man lesbian, what does that mean? Tell us a trans man lesbian. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm 29 years old. What does that mean? What does that mean? That is real. It's a real thing. I don't know what it means, but it's real. Hold. You can look it up and research it, and you can explain to me. I already know what it is. Like, I've researched it. I grasp it. I know exactly what it is. I know what a trans man lesbian. A trans man gay then? Interesting. No. No, I already know what it means. It's the same thing as he, him lesbians. It's the same exact thing. I'm a he, him lesbian. What's a he, him lesbian? Well, you identify as the pronouns he, him, but you still, feel invalidated and feel validated with womanhood, so you don't want to be considered with that. It's the entirety of that. It's usually for people that, and this is really specific, they are focused on genitalia in some capacities, right? Where they will say, okay, I don't want to, I'm a lesbian specifically because I need to be with somebody that has a, coochie. Gynosexual would be a better way to phrase it, right? A gynosexual, a phallosexual, right? That could be that. So, that's what it could be. So, not really. He and lesbians can be butchering, but not necessarily are trans. Correct. I'm aware. Yes, I'm aware. Yeah, I'm aware. And micro labels are, how do you feel about algo speak? It's stupid. Oh, she got graped. Oh my goodness. He got unalived. He got killed. Brother, what's wrong with you? Better than yesterday. There is a new ace flag. I don't care. Does it look cool? Does the flag look cool? How's the flag look? Let me see what the flag looks like. No, it's not transphobe. Kind of transphobe though. What's transphobe? What is transphobe? What is transphobe? What is transphobic? Cyborg mind, what is transphobic specifically? Listen, I want to point this out, right? And this is so important, and I mean this with my whole chest, mind, body, spirit, and soul. You never have to disclose why you won't date somebody ever or why you won't be with somebody. You can just not be attracted to the person. The part that makes it transphobic is when you actively state, I'm not dating this person because they're trans. That's when it gets wildly transphobic. Listen to me. When I say this with my whole chest, mind, body, spirit, and soul, you don't have to state your reasoning. It can be any reason you want. You may not like the way the person smells. Hell, you may not like the way the person's face. You may not like their voice, or you may find them annoying. You don't have to date somebody. You don't have to date anybody, actually. You can be alone forever. You should just be alone forever, actually. You could do that. You don't have to state the reasoning. If your reasoning is, I'm not dating this person because they're trans, that's transphobic. You could just say, I'm not dating this person. You don't have to add the trans reason to that. You can say, I'm not dating somebody that has a penis, or I'm not dating somebody that has a vagina. Okay, you don't have to tell us that. I don't care. Oh, I don't date black guys. I don't care. Then you're never going to date me. Cool. I don't care about that. That's not important for the entire internet to know. I know I'm going to get canceled as this, but just don't say it. You just want to cause arguments. You just wish to cause debates and arguments to make trans people feel bad and black people feel horrible. You just want that specific group that you specifically don't like, that isn't your preference, to feel bad. That's what you're doing. All you're doing is making that group of people feel bad by your preference, and you're hoping you get traction by saying something inflammatory and messed up. That's all you're doing. That's it. That's all that's happening. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, controversial opinion, and then they say something wildly hateful. Controversial opinion, but black people can't drive. Are you insane? Controversial opinion, but I think black people like watermelon too much. Okay, dude. Controversial opinion, but trans women have penises. Yeah. Okay. What do you want about? It's insane. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Just don't state just keep the reason to yourself. If I break up with somebody and I tell them the reason I broke up with them is just I'm just not ready for the relationship. I just don't want to be in a relationship. That's okay. You can just say that. It's okay. You can just say that. You don't have to say, "Oh, it's because you're trans." You just keep that hateful shit to yourself, dude. You don't have to say that. It's you don't have to say that at all. It's goofy. Just real goofy. It's dumb. Dumb. But they're just speaking their truth? No. That is, let me explain something to you, right? Because when you put an opinion on the internet, now everybody can see it. You don't have to say it, right? You don't have to say it. People are saying it in order to get a reaction. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's really it. Did you hear what happened to the dinosaurs? No, what happened? No, what happened? No. Now, personally, I said, yes, ma'am. What? Oh, I was gonna leave at 8. You can eat something. Did you not eat anything? Eat something. Just get a snack before we go. I texted Nana. I just thought you guys were talking. I texted Nana 8 o'clock. Hi. Welcome to YouTube chat. People don't have to respond to it necessarily. I promise you, and this is so important, people will respond to things that they're pissed about more than things they're happy about all the time. If there's a tragedy, something sad, or something they're angry about, people will respond to it. If there's something joyful, happy, or interesting, it's going to have a lot less comments. That's insane. There's a decent large group of racist homophobes besides the curves for some reason. Let me explain why my community has a large group of racist, homophobic, misogynistic conservatives. It's because I did that on purpose. Reason being is because I need them to watch my videos so they can have their mind changed. I could tell you the same garbage over and over again, but people are willing to have their mind changed and listen to me because I'm good at talking. I'm good at talking, and people want to hear what I want to say. People want to hear what I have to say. Right? People want to hear what I have to say. That's the reality of it. I'm a good talker. I'm not a good talker for the right or the left or moderates. I'm a good talker. Period. People like hearing me speak. People enjoy my opinions. People enjoy what I have to say. People enjoy my stories. That's what it is. It's the reality of it. Pretty bad, Moonlit Sam, but I'm living. Gotta go. Take care. Take care. Me too. Me too. It was offered that early. Got my dad to scratch. That's cool. I like that. Don't feel that it's wrong on the trans thing as long as there's no passive aggression. Like, I'd prefer a cis woman because I feel as if our ways of living would be more similar. You can just, it reminds, you know what I hear whenever someone says that? Oh, you want to date a white girl or you want to date a black girl. I just want to be with somebody that loves me. Thank you so much for the 2 jewels. I just want to be with somebody that loves me. What question do you have, Katana? That's it. Appreciate you. And share in the content I prefer. What content do you prefer? I don't know what content you prefer. I don't know. You can. I feel as though we could talk about it. I may be interested in the content you prefer. I just might not make a video on it because it will be pointless for my algorithm. I think would be wildly pointless. Sometimes I want to make a video, but understand that I need to actually treat this like a job. You know, like I'd love this to be just whatever I want to talk about. Like Moist Critical runs his channel, but I do have to treat this like an actual job. Like, there's lines with my friends being with a trans person. Understand? Certainly, man, I'm just saying you're such a good talker that I'm here regardless. I appreciate that. The guy streaming does what he wants. That'd be cool, but I'm not going to do that. Interesting today. I've been a little worried about my long-distance boyfriend. Is homeless right now. His parents kids him out. But your streams help me calm down a lot. I'm happy I could help in some small capacity or some way. That's good. Very happy I could help in some way. I'm getting a lot of messages. I appreciate all of the messages that people have been sending me because of the tragedies. Thank you for the 2 jewels. I appreciate that. I'm getting like a lot of people messaging me. It's like a lot. Thank you. I got them at Pride. Thank you for the 2 jewels. I appreciate that. Just don't right-wing griff, and I don't care what you do, scurvy. What you do to survive. I don't think I would need to do that. I'm not transphobic, but what I will say as a preference, I dream for a cis woman, just me too. Okay. Okay. So I apologize. You just really seem down to earth, like someone I can have a good conversation with. I would hope so. I would hope you could have a good conversation with most people. I feel as though most people you can have really good conversations with. I feel like that's important. I think you could just, I'm translating your vids, so we need your voice on YouTube. Appreciate that. So like, with like not melodic, right? I want to point out your statement. What I will say is I generally prefer cis women. Okay, cool. Do you think Futanari is gay? If so, why is watching one white girl get red for a guy John some consider normal, genuine? No, that's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. And I'm gonna say this. And are you ready? But who's ready for Saros's controversial opinion? Who's ready for another controversial opinion from Saros? How are you legitimately so calm about this? How? Because life is horrible and I can't allow it to destroy me. Who's ready for a controversial Saros opinion? Time for a controversial Sarah's opinion. Get your clips out. Men like watching promiscuous smut content simply because they like looking at big phallic members. No guy is going on the hub in any capacity and looking up small members in any capacity. They're not looking up that up. They're looking at big meaty members all the time. That's what they like to see. Reason being is because they want to imagine themselves a big guy because they think big meat inside of a small woman is good. They love that. It's their favorite thing on earth. Ask a man what his preference of size is when it comes to meat. He's going to say, that's gay, bro. I don't even think about that. Really, you don't think about that. It doesn't go into debating. That doesn't go into your mind at all when you choose one of the videos. When you're scrolling at page 37 on the hub, you're not thinking about that at all. You're not thinking about that at all. No, man, I'm not thinking about that at all, man. I'm not thinking about that. Really? So you would pick a medium-sized one? No, it's well, nah. I'll probably pick a big one. Oh, you'd pick a big one. You'd pick a big one. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not because I'm thinking about the big one. It feels better for the girl. You think a big meat feels better for the girl? Really? How do you know? Do you think it feels better for the girl? How do you think it feels for the girl? How do you think? I'm just curious. I'm just curious how it feels. I'm just curious how it feels for you. Right? How's it feel? How's it feel? Oh, I don't know how it feels, but I just know that it looks better. It looks better. Of course it looks better. Because you like seeing big meat. You like seeing big meat. You like big things. You're American. You're Indian. You like it. Whatever it is, whatever race you are, you just like seeing big meat. And you like seeing big chest and big butt. You like big. That's okay. You're not homosexual for looking at it. It's okay. You can just admit it, but you're not secure in your sexuality. That's why you enjoy watching it. That's why a lot of conservative men love seeing a trans woman. Ooh, trans woman with big members. Ooh, this is pretty cool. And when they get further depraved and it keeps going and going and going, they scale up. It gets to the point where they're just watching trans content and they're just getting their rocks off to it because they enjoy it so much. Oh, I've spoken to so many men. That's what it is. It's disgusting. It's strange. It's nonsensical. It's nasty. It's just, that's just how people are. That's what it is. That's how people are. That's how people are. Anyways, what was your question, Katana? I'm so sorry. Let's go back to what your question was. What was your question? What was your question? Do you think Futsunari is not gay? Why is watching one white girl considered normal? Because people like, the reason why watching one girl get railed by 4 guys is normal is because people like treating women as objects. That's why the idea of a trophy wife is so popular. Why is she called a trophy? A trophy is an object. Well, because she's an accessory to a man. She's an accessory to a man. That's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. It's normal because women aren't valued as creatures in society. Welcome to the real world. That's why Futanari is abstract. It's not gay. It's not straight. It shows that gender is a spectrum. Futanari is abstract. It's a beautiful woman, maybe railing another girl, and now you've taken out the guy out of the equation. Now it's just breast, a peen, and on 2 girls. You've taken the guy completely out of the equation. In some ways, Futanari is somehow surprisingly more straight. Is it disgusting? Yes. I think Futanari is nasty. I really do think it's gross. I don't like it. As a matter of fact, I don't like smut and promiscuous content in that variety. So it's very nasty. It is very, very gross, if I could be so. That's what it is. I do like taking a guy out of the equation. That's what it is. That's what it is. I do really want to condone to the. I do wish I could, but I'm before Leon Calisan, bro. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I don't know. Just basically, same goes when I don't think any porn. You don't think any has sexuality in general? I don't know about that. This is the best take I've seen in a while. Little smut and promiscuity, but I love writing it. Okay. Worst one about the foot fetish. I think foot fetishes are somehow deemed worse than eating ass. I don't know how that's possible. That seems strange. Genuine question? What's up? And what you're into? It does. It does. I think porn has a lot to do with sexuality. Like, it does. Skincare routine win. I have rosewater face mist for my facials, which is right behind me. I exfoliate once a week, usually on Sundays, to get the dead skin off. I have a sugar scrub that by Dr. Teal's. I have a wash rag. Is really where I'm at. So, maybe remind them of phalluses. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about feet. I think that auto identification is important and people have preferences. I think we hate to question about ourselves more than anything because talking about your preferences is the question language. True. I've seen guys I think are gorgeous, same with girls. I just think my type is yes. That's fair. Dr. Chill is really good. Maybe that's just not caring who I date. That's fair. I think you can love, I think people should be willing to love any and everyone. I think with the population, so are you completely confined to my chair? Oh, I'm not completely confined to my chair. Oh, watch this. I'm up. I'm up. I'm shaking, but I'm up. I can stand. I can walk. I'm fine. I can walk. I have pain meds. I'm okay. Why I wonder about having everyone share is relevant, so please don't ask. So I can stand up. I can stand up. I'm not confined to my chair. I'm fine. I'm up. Levo. Ugh. By licking feet. Oh yeah, that foot water stuff. The foot water stuff. I can stand. My canter crushes, take the weight off of it. I'm fine. Based on the pain from yesterday to today, I know my body pretty well. I think I should be good. I can walk. I can walk because we're going out to eat tonight, so I can walk to the pizza place. Just shave your head. Shave my head is crazy. Your feet water surprised they got it. Yeah. Isn't the foot water stuff just sweat? It's just nasty. It's just what it is. I'm not gonna shave my head. Don't worry, I'm not gonna shave my head. There's thunder outside. Hold on, what's the weather? Hold on, let me see the weather. Yeah, we're looking at some crazy weather. Hold on. This weather's looking bad. %27% of the area is experiencing precipitation. Light rain. 45% of the area is persisting. Oh, we're good. We're cool. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, guys. We're gonna end the stream now. Now, hear me out. Tomorrow, we're going to be streaming. We're going to be streaming around the same time, around 4:30, right? Because my girl wants to go out, right? So my girl wants to go out. Netherlands, okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna enjoy food with my girl. Is what we're gonna do. So please be sure to share the GoFundMe link and have a good time. I want to point this out. I would much rather just stream all day. I would much rather just stream all day. But so that's what we got going on here. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to share the GoFundMe link. It's been the pinned comment. Share it wherever you can, and you'll find the GoFundMe and share it wherever you can. Share it on your socials. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. Share it on Twitter. If you could share it anywhere, that would be fantastic. Because if one person can see it, then that can get out to somebody that may be, I don't know, you might have a famous billionaire somewhere that could probably get this donated. That'd be good. So have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. And I'm out. Peace.